a feeling that's kept secret. Have you ever caught yourself thinking, I am not good enough? It doesn't matter whether it's work, relationships, appearance, or even just personality. This feeling is quiet but persistent. It doesn't shout, it whispers. And that's why it's so easy to believe. Interestingly, almost everyone experiences it, even successful people you see every day. Actors, entrepreneurs, bloggers. For example, many are familiar with the so-called imposter syndrome, a condition in which a person is convinced that their success is a mistake and that everything will soon become clear. So why does this happen? Where does it come from? Childhood and the first mirrors. Our sense of self doesn't appear out of nowhere. Imagine a child. They don't know whether they're good or bad. They look at their parents, teachers, those around them, and through their reactions, they form their own value. If a child often hears, "You could do better. Why not like the others? Another mistake," they begin to draw a simple conclusion. Something's wrong with me. And vice versa. If they are supported, even when they make mistakes, an inner strength is formed. Historical moment. Psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud was one of the first to point out that early experiences shape our perception of ourselves. Later, psychologists expanded on this idea, and today we know for sure, childhood is the foundation of self-esteem. Comparison, the trap of the modern world people used to compare themselves to 20 to 30 people around them. Today, they compare themselves to millions. Social media creates the illusion that everyone is more successful, more beautiful, happier. But there's a catch. You're comparing your real life to someone else's edited version. Example, you're sitting at home one evening, tired after work. You open social media and see someone traveling, someone starting a business, someone looking perfect. And your brain automatically concludes, I'm falling behind, even though in reality, you're simply seeing someone else's best moments. The inner critic, the voice you didn't choose. Over time, the external voice becomes internal. You no longer hear your parents or teachers. You're telling yourself, I'm not smart enough. I've messed up again. I can't do this. This is the inner critic. Interesting fact. Psychologist Aaron Beck, the founder of cognitive therapy, proved that our thoughts directly influence our emotions. And if your thoughts are distorted, for example, you only see your mistakes, then your feelings will correspond. Insecurity, anxiety, shame. Thinking error. You confuse doing badly with being bad. This is one of the most important points. You made a mistake, but instead of I was wrong, you think I'm bad. This is called a cognitive distortion. Real-life example. You're speaking in front of people and you stumble. Fact, I stumbled. Interpretation, I'm a terrible speaker. Although these are two different things. Historical examples. Even the greats doubted you're not alone. Albert Einstein was considered a slow learner as a child. Steve Jobs was fired from his own company. Oprah Winfrey survived a difficult childhood and numerous rejections. But the key difference, they didn't let the feeling of I am not good enough become their final conclusion about themselves. Why the brain is biased toward negativity. Our brain isn't wired to make us happy. It's wired to make us survive. Evolutionary psychology explains the brain pays more attention to threats than to successes. One mistake is remembered more vividly than 10 victories. Criticism is more powerful than praise. This is called negativity bias. So even if you're objectively doing well, inside, you might feel like it's not enough. How does this affect your life? The feeling of, I'm not good enough, isn't just a thought. It influences your behavior. You put off opportunities, you're afraid to try new things. You choose safe options. You tolerate relationships where you're unappreciated. Example, a person doesn't pursue a promotion because they think, I can't handle it, even though in reality, they're already ready. Now, the most important thing is what to do with it. 1. Notice your thoughts. Don't automatically believe them. Ask yourself, is this a fact or an interpretation? 2. Rewrite your internal dialogue instead of, I failed, to, I made a mistake and that's okay. 3. Limit comparisons. Compare yourself only to yourself yesterday. 4. Collect evidence of your worth. Write down achievements, small victories, situations where you succeeded. The brain needs facts, not feelings. 5. Act despite fear. Confidence doesn't come before action, it comes after. The bottom line is, you don't have to be perfect. The most important point, you don't have to be perfect to be valuable. The feeling of I'm not good enough is not a truth. It's experiences, thoughts, and habits that can be changed. And perhaps right now, the important thing isn't to become the best version of yourself. It's simply to stop being your own worst critic.
Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell so you don't miss new videos.